Lego games, I'm sure they were a massive part of your childhood. Whether it was Lego Star Wars, Lego Batman, Lego Marvel, Lego Harry Potter, Lego Indiana Jones, they were all amazing. But hold the line, love isn't always on time. However, today we are going to be looking at the worst Lego game. It's not bad, but it's not good. I don't know how to put it. So we are going to be looking at every single aspect for this worst Lego game, ranging from the open world, the characters, the red bricks, the items, and all the other aspects such as story, gameplay. There's a lot to cover. Right, well, I'm sure you know how it goes. Cue the music. Alright, so drum roll please. The worst ever Lego game is Lego Movie 2. Now, whoa. It's not to say that this Lego game is absolutely terrible, because I still had a blast playing through it, but it also isn't very good. Now, you know the saying, everything is awesome? Well, here, everything is just mediocre. So let's just begin with the main thing, which is the story. So the story, if you have not seen the Lego Movie 2, you're not going to have a bricking idea what's going on here. Now the main reason for this is because the game has around 5 cutscenes, and all of the levels are based in the open world. There is no linear levels at all. So I played through the game literally the other day, and I fully completed the story within 5 hours. That is it. Compare that to Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga or Lego Batman 1 the video game. Them stories roughly take around 14 hours to fully complete. So yeah, big change. And the funny thing is, there is no missions within Lego Movie 2. All of the levels, so to say, are in the open world. You could classify the boss battles as a level, but all you do on the boss battles is just parkour and jump around, literally. That is it. And the boss battles in Lego games are some of the best bits about Lego games, going from Lego Star Wars where you're dueling Darth Maul with Duel of the Fates in the background, and then there's Lego Batman 1 with all the villain boss battles, and then in Lego Movie 2 you just have Duplo. They're literally just Duplo bricks. Now, to be fair, they are a bit different and they can be pretty funny just battling these giant Duplo bricks, but the only problem with the boss battles, all you seem to do is just parkour around them, and when you get to the top you just do this mini game on the top of their head, and then that is pretty much the end of the boss battle. There's really nothing much to them. I think the best boss battle being the chameleon, the Kama chameleon, great song. Well, that is pretty much the best boss battle. Even then though, you're still just parkouring and jumping around. You gotta use the paint tool quite a bit in the boss battle, but it really doesn't feel like a boss battle. And after completing the story, it's the same as every other Lego game. You then get to explore the open world and do lots of side quests, and I now want to touch upon the open world. Now, the open world in Lego games is one of the biggest factors in a Lego game. It started off with hub worlds with the canteen and the Batcave, and then Lego Batman 2 came along with the first ever open world of Gotham City, and Lego Movie 2's open world is really strange. Now, in my open world ranking video for all the open worlds within Lego games, I actually put Lego Movie 2 at the bottom, which were a little harsh for me. I don't think it's at the bottom anymore, but it's a really mixed bag on the open world. So though it's not at the bottom of my list anymore, I definitely still think it's very, very close to the bottom. There's some really good aspects to the open world, such as the Western Town. That looks absolutely phenomenal. And then get a load of this. You've got this trash compactor Duplo looking world. I really cannot explain it. And they're literally just PNG images of Lego bricks. Seriously, look at that. Now, this isn't TT Games' fault, because WB Games really wanted the game published to coincide with the release of the Lego Movie 2 movie. So the open world, they've done it like a system of galaxies. It's basically just a load of mini open worlds to collide with one big exploration. You've got the Western Town, you've got Classic Bricksburg, Apocalypseburg, Middle Zealand. There's quite a lot of different areas to explore, and some of the open worlds are a lot better than others. Now, one thing I quite like about the Lego Movie 2 is how you can actually build upon the open worlds and place stuff in them, along with on the planet of Sistocalypso, I think that's how you pronounce it. You can actually place loads of buildings and basically create your own little mini playground, and it's kind of based off Lego worlds. However, you cannot build individually with Lego pieces, which is a bit of a letdown. And I kind of want to get this feature integrated into other Lego games, because that is what Lego's about at the end of the day, building, and I really do quite like the building in Lego Movie 2. Lego Worlds does it better, but it's nice to have it in Lego Movie 2. Now, throughout your time playing Lego Movie 2, as you're going through the story and exploring the open world, you run into these chests, and these are actually part of a loot box system. Yeah, a loot box system. Right, I'll put my hands up. I do quite like the loot box system. Don't worry, there's no microtransactions. It's just really addictive, just opening up all the relics to unlock characters and items and lots of other fun stuff. I really do like it, to be honest. I mean, it's a bit of a different take on the past LEGO games. In the past LEGO games, you unlock a character, you open up the character roster, and you purchase them through doing the quest. But in this game, you open up lots of chests, you get relics, and you take it to a shop in the open world, and you open them up. They're literally little mini loot boxes, and it's kind of fun. Now, I do prefer the old way on unlocking characters, but I do quite enjoy this system, and I really hope they integrate it into other LEGO games in a different way, maybe unlocking red bricks or something like that. And talking about red bricks, in LEGO Movie 2, there are no red bricks at all. I know, you don't cry, I know, they've been there since the very start. But in LEGO Movie 2, they're super items, they're kinda like the red bricks. They're nowhere near as fun as the red bricks, but they're kinda unique and a different take, but red bricks are better, so, you know. And with no red bricks, that means there are no stud multipliers at all. And I quite like that because it makes the shops a little bit more better in the game. Each open world within LEGO Movie 2 has a unique shop that sells unique stuff to do with that open world. And I do hope they integrate the shops into other LEGO games. For example, if they integrate it into the Skywalker saga, it'd be cool on Tatooine if you could go up to a shop and buy blue milk. That'd be super cool to see. And do not worry, stud multipliers will be returning in the future, so do not worry. If you like playing with them on, they're coming back, so don't worry. So now it's time to touch upon one of the biggest things about LEGO games, and that is the characters. And LEGO Movie 2 is very disappointing. Now, the actual character models in LEGO Movie 2 are fantastic, and the animations for certain characters, such as Vitruvius as a ghost, is super fun to run around with. The LEGO Friends-style minifigures, they're very creepy to look at, but it's a bit different, and alongside Brickbeard, he is, let's just say, unique. And same goes to apply for the Unikitty-looking characters and this blue dog-looking Sonic thing. And you may be sat there thinking, so how are the characters disappointing then? Well, all the characters are the same. They have the same abilities across every single character. The only thing that changes is the look of the character and their animations. Superman can't even fly, and Flash can't even run fast, and Green Lantern can't do anything. So it doesn't really matter what character you're being because none of the characters have any abilities at all, and the abilities in the game kinda rely on the items that you unlock through the loot box system or purchasing them at certain shops. Now, the items in LEGO Movie 2 are really great, they're fun to use, they're just the same from LEGO Worlds pretty much, they're pretty much just imported over. You can walk around with a saxophone, you can have different weapons from all sorts of different stuff such as batarangs, Green Lantern's power ring. It does spice up the game. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I am a massive fan of the items. I think they spice up the puzzles in the game. There's a grappling gun, there's a tractor beam, and it does really spice up the actual gameplay for the main story. And alongside that, they're certainly fun to use in combat, pulling out different type of weapons to defeat certain different types of enemies. Now, this be cool to see in LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. Maybe when you complete the game, you can actually pull out different lightsabers on certain characters. Maybe you're Darth Vader and you can pull out Mace Windu's lightsaber, or just pull out a carton of blue milk as Darth Vader. I really do hope they put the items into future LEGO games. Now, I have gone and covered quite a lot of good aspects about LEGO Movie 2. Like I said in the beginning, it's not bad, but it's not good. It's a very mediocre LEGO game, but compared to all the other fantastic LEGO games we have gotten, LEGO Movie 2 is by far the worst LEGO game, not to say it's bad. And the mad thing is, this is the most recent LEGO game to date, so you would expect it to be one of the better LEGO games, but it just isn't. However though, I have to give respect to one thing, a lot of the game is built out of actual LEGO, and very similar to LEGO Worlds, I really do like it in a LEGO game when you see a lot of LEGO. And in LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, a lot of the interiors on the big capital ships and a lot of the interiors on the levels are actually built out of LEGO, which is fantastic to see. And the last chapter to touch upon is the side quest within the game, and once you've completed the main story, what is left to do, you may ask? So after completing the main story, all there really is to do is side quests, and all the side quests are pretty much very similar. It's a lot of fetch quests alongside defeating lots of Duplo enemies. I do quite like how the enemies vary and how you defeat them, but there's only really 3 different variations on the enemies, so it's not really that amazing. Once you've done it a few times, you've done it. But at least the items and all the different weapons do spice up the gameplay, so that's one benefit. And once you've done all the side quests, all that's left is them addictive loot boxes. Oh, they are fun to open. And then as an award for 100% in the worst LEGO game, you get Goldtropolis, which is just a medieval looking town just covered in gold, and you get the gold characters. So there's the reward for completing that. And it's scattered with loot boxes filled up with overpowered loot. That is pretty much it. So, final conclusion. Is LEGO Movie 2 the worst LEGO game? Yes, it definitely is, out of all the other fantastic LEGO games we have gotten over the years. Now, do I recommend you playing LEGO Movie 2? Drum roll. Yes, I do recommend you playing LEGO Movie 2. It's still got all the fun aspects of LEGO games. If you can pick it up somewhere for cheap, I definitely recommend it. Though it's the worst LEGO game, it's still absolute a blast to play through, because it's, at the end of the day, it's a LEGO game. They're fun. And like the legends state, you cannot go wrong with a good old LEGO game. Yep, I made that quote. Oh, and just before you go, I just want to wish you all a Merry Christmas, depending on when you're watching this, because this will probably be the last video I upload before Christmas. So if you did go to enjoy this video, please feel free to subscribe and go to drop a like. And if you can pick LEGO Movie 2 up for cheap, I definitely recommend playing through it. So yeah, thank you for watching today's video. Please go to drop a like if you did go to enjoy, and also check out my merch if you want to check it out. There's a link at the top of the description. Anyway, enjoy Vitruvius playing the saxophone. I'll see you all in a bit. Adios.